was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really let up energy-wise on the backboards.
And you go back to their scoring last season with all the weapons they had, putting points on the board was never a problem. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Boston with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players. Over in Europe, in any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
2 minutes.
Here's Smooth. Oh, good on the 3.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass to Lopez. Porzingis comes with the double team. To the middle, here's Lillard, and he makes good on the layup. Now just a 1-point Boston lead.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Portis. Green, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for Lillard. Takes the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Tirani, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams. One of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down, that's big news. Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's a...
That's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Celtics.
46. The Bucks 41. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth dance team.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
man. How about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. White is out there with Smooth, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. That free throw, no good. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Giannis passes to Lopez. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Smooth, covered by Lillard. Lopez with the steal. Kuzma outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Love the size and athleticism Kuzma possesses. He uses both of them well to draw these fouls.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Bucks trail by 6. Lillard outside. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 17 now.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Fires the 3. They get the rebound, and it's Brown on the follow.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. They are stacked, DA, for sure. Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Bobby Portis is checked in for Brook Lopez. To the right side. Smooth passes to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Trent. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That gets the bucket. Trent's got his first points of the night.
Oh, nice read from Kuzma. Really good at finding the open teammate.
Here's Smooth. He's got 13. It's deflected. Lillard looking around. For 3, Portis. It doesn't go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.